What up, guys? Thank you so much for showing up on the rebroadcast. Super cool. Hey guys, cool. I'm kind of got inspired to talk about this today. Getting rid of your excuses and changing your stories, and how that allows you to live your true, genuine, real life. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Laura Burbage. Hey girl. I'm a lifestyle, health, wellness, business, self-love, and confidence coach. That's a mouthful. I essentially love to help people live their authentic, badass lives. Thank you guys so much for sharing this too. If you want to share this with your friends, hey Krista. If you want to share this with your friends, followers, people, swipe up, swipe left, hit share. And thank you guys for tapping your screen, sending me some love. This means so much to me. How do you share? You swipe right on an iPhone, up on an Android, and you hit share. So you can share on Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, all kinds of stuff. Thank you guys. Oh, Steph is here. So cool. So thank you guys for tapping on the screen and sending me love. Okay, so I'm gonna get into this. We're all adults here, so I'm gonna lay down some real talk. And hopefully you guys love me because I give you real talk. That's the whole purpose of my Periscopes. So, I mean, so many of us live in this cage, in this prison of who we've been told that we are and the stories that we've been telling us throughout our whole lives, right? So if you had some sort of trauma happen in your childhood, or, were raised a certain way to believe in a certain thing about yourself, or if you've always been shy, or always been overweight, or always been single, or always been lazy, or, my thing, the story that I tell myself is that, I'm not a very good housekeeper person. Like, I don't wash the dishes properly. They're always, cruddy after I wash them, and I don't really know how to fold the clothes, and, I don't really look at like where things need to be placed, and I'm kind of messy. Not dirty, just messy. But like, I don't tidy up after myself because I've always had someone tidying up after me. That was my mom. I love her, but she always tidied up after me, so I never really had to. And it was kind of a thing where I just knew that I was clumsy because I would knock things over a lot. And I just accepted the fact that I have just never really been good at keeping a house tidy. And so that has kind of been my story that I tell myself. So now living here with my boyfriend, we perpetuate that story. He's always cleaning up after me and telling me to clean things better, and oh, forget it, I'll just do it. So that's the story that I've been saying about myself my whole life. So whatever that is for you, like I said, that you're depressed, or you're anxious, or you're lazy, or, you're always broke, you're always single. All of these stories that we've been telling ourselves keep us in traps and keep us in cages and don't allow us to grow and really fulfill our truth and feel passionate about our lives. And I think it's time, as nicknamed Little, I feel like it's time as adults that we claim our true lives, and we claim our truths, and realize that these stories are not our truths. They're stories that were true for us once, but they aren't true for us now. It's time that we grow up and get out of that childhood mentality and stop letting what our parents think, or our teachers think, or our siblings think, or what we thought of ourselves in the past. It's time that we stop letting that define us and our success and our growth. And it's time to woman up or man up and grow up and start to live that true, authentic life, okay? So I'm glad that you guys are feeling me on this one. So here's the thing, y'all. In order to change your story, you need to identify your story, right? So I've got some notes here. You have to become aware of what your stories are. So think about the things that you always tell yourself, listen specifically for sentences that start with, I always, I never clean the dishes properly. I always knock things over. This is my stuff. So I never, I can't, I should, I suck at cleaning. I wish, I want, as opposed to I will or I am. I don't have, one day, one day I'll be organized, one day I'll be on time, one day I'll whatever, and I'm trying to. Okay, so think of all the things that you tell yourself that start with these sentences so you can really identify what your story is. We've all got one. Some of us have got more than one, but I know that you're tired. I know that you're tired of being stuck in your cage and stuck in your story and repeating the same bullshit over and over and over again. Can I get like a million hearts on the screen if you're freaking tired of being stuck in your story, please? If you're tired of being stuck in that story, I'm tired of being stuck in my stories. And I know that I give myself excuses. It's time. As many people are hitting these hearts, like you need to start like taking notes and like sincerely looking at your stories, okay? Identify your stories and become aware of what you're gaining from these stories, from these things that you're telling about yourself. So, you know, we generally don't do things unless we get some sort of payoff or it benefits us in some way. So whether that's positive or negative, whether we know it or not, we're getting benefits from having these negative stories in our lives, right? So for me, my story of not being a great cleaning person and not being very organized, I get the benefit that I get to just chill and watch everybody else clean up. And somebody's going to clean up my shit. Someone's going to wash my dishes. Someone's going to wash my clothes. Someone's going to do a better job than me cleaning up the bathroom. So I might as well just leave it that way. So think of all of the things that, and I'm like airing out my dirty laundry here. So feel free to air your dirty laundry here too. This is an open forum and this is safe. We all have our shit, but become aware of what you are gaining from your stories, whatever that is. So think about it and really get yourself in that mindset of what you feel when you give yourself those excuses and when you play those recurring stories in your head, right? So if it's, I'm always broke, maybe your benefit is that, I get attention on me. I don't have to have any responsibilities. Everybody's going to take care of me. Somebody's going to pay this for me, so I don't have to be responsible. Or I'm a procrastinator. How does it feel when you're procrastinating? When you're lazy, well, I don't really have to get anything done. I could just sit here all day and it feels pretty comfortable and people don't expect me to get things done because I never do. So, I don't really have any responsibilities. Feel what you get. Identify what you get from these stories. Guys, this is a really important exercise to help you get out of this cycle. Because once you can identify what the beast looks like, then you can slay it. You can't get rid of those negative habits or beliefs if you don't know what they look like. And if you don't know how they're serving you. And if you don't know, if you can't identify why you've been holding on to them for so long. So really get really clear about what those stories are doing to serve you, and then you can really get rid of them. So you can see what the story is, you can see what it gives to you, and you can twist it and turn it into a positive affirmation, right? That will help you get rid of that story from now on, right? So for example, if my negative belief or my story is that, I never have to clean my home because someone is always going to do it for me, then I could change that into I'm independent and I take pride in a clean, uncluttered home. And I love it when people come over and compliment how organized my home is. I would love to feel that way. It's tough for me to get organized. It really is. And it's tough for me to, unclutter my home. But that's something that I want to do. I want to change more than I want to stay the same. And you came on here on this Periscope or on this YouTube video because you want to change more than you want to stay the same. So when you identify what that story is and what it's giving to you, you can really work at turning it into a positive or changing that story from what it is now to what you want it to be, not what it should be, what you want it to be. And then you can freaking bombard yourself with that affirmation. Repeat it to yourself over and over and over again. Get fed up with giving yourself that same excuse and that same story and sincerely bombard yourself with the positive affirmation. I love feeling independent and organized and having a home where I know where everything is and I love everything that I own. I'm no longer confined to my clutter. I no longer recklessly shop because I don't know what I own. I'm smart with my money. You see how it goes? This one thing that is my story can translate and improve so many areas of my life. I'll save money because I know what I have and I know what I don't need, right? And my relationships are just going to get so much better because no one's going to have to feel like they have to take care of me. So I'm being really honest with you guys because I really want to give you guys a real life example and explain to you that we're not all perfect. Nobody's perfect. And it's important to take a look at those excuses and truly believe that you can move on from them. So how do you move on from them? Well, get yourself in a really good place of constantly repeating, writing down, and living and breathing these affirmations. You can even take a second every day to sort of close your eyes and think about this new affirmation, this new story that you're creating, because it's not going to pop up on its own one day and be like super easy for you to live with. You've spent your whole life crafting this story about yourself. And you're really good at it. Like you play that part spot on. It's not going to disappear in a second. You've got to learn a new script. And this is your truth because it's good. It feels good to you. And you know that this is something that you want to heal. So it's going to take you a while to learn this new story and this new script. So you have to repeat it to yourself. So write it down somewhere where you will repeat it. This is my brainstorm and love journal. And this is where I write down all of my stories and all of the things that I want to repeat to myself every day that I feel will benefit me positively. So get yourself a notebook or a journal and start feeling those old stories, write them down, get the feelings out, and write down the new story that you want. Yes, I did. Exactly. Of course I read You're a Badass. I love it. I have it right here along with this new book that I love. The Wisdom of the Ages. These are the two books that are in my life right now, and I'm loving it. I read so many books, guys, about personal growth, and I've been to a lot of personal growth seminars, and this is one of the things that has popped up and recurred over and over and over again. And I've never done this exercise before reading You Are a Badass. I never took a look at my stories. The second book I picked up is Wisdom of the Ages by Dr. Wayne Dyer. I love it. I love it, love it. So it's time that we take a look at our stories and remove them from our lives, okay? So immersing yourself in that positive affirmation, immersing yourself in this new story, and create a new routine around this story. So for me, for example, I will wash my dishes as soon as I'm done with them. Yes, I know my boyfriend will take care of them. I know that he will totally get to it and do a spectacular job, but I am an independent woman. And I want to have a home that I can be proud of. That's my story. So I will do that. What will you change in your routine? How will you remove those excuses and remove those stories and start to live a life that you're proud of? You have to be proud of yourself. And a lot of the times we're not, because we don't live up to our own expectations. And I'm not saying to put these huge, crazy expectations on yourself and expect yourself to change and become like this totally new person in one day. Allow yourself the room to breathe, to grow, to learn, and to expand. But stop giving yourself excuses and sitting on the sidelines as to why you can't live that magnificent life. Maybe you don't see how this one story is going to impact every single area of your life, but I can guarantee to you that it will. I can guarantee to you that it will. Because once you start to take a look and identify what's holding you back, you're not going to find just this one thing. You're going to find so many other things, other excuses, negative beliefs, feelings about yourself that you never thought that you had. You will uncover them, you will unpeel them, and you will start to really, truly take a look at your life and start to reconstruct and start to build a life that you want to live, right? So you can live that magical life. You can feel passionate about every single thing in your life at every single moment. The magic, guys, the magic is not finding yourself at the right place at the right time. the magic is knowing that you are at the right place every single time. Did you hear that? Do you know what I mean? It's not about finding yourself in the right place at the right time. It's knowing that you are always in the right place at this time. There's only one time, and there's only one life, and there's only one day, and there's only 1 minute in which you are alive. And that's this moment in time right now, listening to me, okay? And in an hour, you'll be living somewhere else, doing something else. But right now, you're here. And every single moment you're alive, you have a choice. Am I going to let my past steer the boat of my life? Or am I going to take control of the wheel and let myself steer myself forward? The past is gone. There's nothing it can do to propel you forward. It can only literally tear you down and keep you anchored and even pull you even further back. If you want to move forward, you have to take control and let go of what happened in the past, whether that's 2 minutes ago, a year ago, 10 years ago, or yesterday. You need to let go of that. And that means letting go of your stories and breathing in the brand new, positive, appealing, and true story of who you are and who you want to be. You're the shit. You're the shit. Thank you. On Periscope here, someone said, you're the shit. You're the shit. You have to steal. You have to steer your ship. Okay? You have to steer your ship. You are the master creator of your life. Okay? There's no more time to be victimized by anything, by your past actions, by people, by society, by nothing. You are no longer a victim, and you no longer have permission to be a victim. Don't allow yourself to have that permission. Don't allow yourself to stay in the comfort of victimhood. You're too amazing for that, and you have too much to do and too much to give to stay there, okay? I hope that this made sense, and I hope that this inspires you to take a look at your stories and rewrite them, because you deserve it. You don't deserve to be stuck inside your stories, and you don't deserve to be stuck inside your head. You deserve to be, that amazing, amazing spirit that you were born to be, right? And that's all I had to say today. I'm going to let you guys go. I am going to rewrite my story, and I would love to hear from you guys. If you would like to shoot me a message, if we've never spoken before, if you want to just follow me for some more inspiration, Erica, could you write my new Instagram name? I need to change this. Facebook.com/Laura.Verbich. My Instagram name is just Laura Verbich, no dot. And you can find me on Snapchat at Gorgeous Sleep with 3 S's in the middle, where I just share, thank you. That's my Instagram username, where you can just find my inspiration every day, take a look at my day, take a look at what I do as a life coach and a business coach, and just really learn how to live your most authentic, fabulous, beautiful life. All right? I love you guys so much. Thank you for spending a little bit of time with me, and I hope that you learned something valuable, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.